G'day gang, it's another fine Saturday of playing HR Holdens. We're going to whack the springs in today, and the ball joints, and probably the backing plates and brakes if I can get onto those. I've got another little job to do as well, but we've got some bits and pieces with shock absorbers. We've painted the drums up that I machined last week. She's got some wheel centers by the look at that. We've got all the brake bits, and what else have we got? Plan patina is the plan with a mint interior, closest mint it could be, but all the chrome on it like it's been around for a while, which it has. We have some reset leaves coming, and these springs, I think they're 1 inch lowered, and they're going to go in. We'll know exactly how lowered they are when we put it all back on the ground. And what would happen is, sorry about that. I was holding a bit of weight up on that. We'll check the other one while we're here. Make sure we're settled on the stands pretty good. The other one's good. Probably because I've been chipping away at all the crap that's in there. But what would happen, it's standard with your stub axle attached. The distance between that stopper, the bump stop, and this section here that the bump stop goes on, its standard would be 3 inches. You lower it 1 inch until you get to 1 inch. Now that doesn't leave a lot of suspension travel, but that was legal back in the day. I guess it's still legal today. 1 inch is what my HR front end in the Chevy has. Let me put that again. The Chevy has a HR front end just like this, and I have 2 inch lowered springs in it with 1 inch clearance at the stoppers. Anyway, first thing I do is put the spring in. I'll put that in before the ball joint. The ball joint's in the freezer. I'll put the spring in before the ball joint. The reason is because the spring will help me get the ball joint up into the control arm. So I'm at this point here. It is a bit of a struggle. You can see the little catch there on the other side of the spring. So we've got to get the coil up over that. It doesn't really want to bend too much because it's a fairly sturdy spring. But we've got that done in there. We've got the end of it just in the little pocket that sits on the bottom of the control arm. Now I'll just jack this fella up, and I'll pop the shock absorber in it. That'll trap everything together. Then we can reposition the jack with a ball joint. We can whack the ball joint into her. Yeah, and those two-piece headers, the 2-barrel, they will be going on. I'm not sure about a camshaft yet. We might just leave that for the minute, just leave it as a stock little thing, but it will be a 2-inch system. Yeah. We haven't got the... No, it's just another standard one, but we'll make a standard looking air cleaner. One of the chrome ones is I'm not real fussy about them, but we'll work something out. And we even have a heater for it. A fan blown heater. It has a heater core in it, but it doesn't have a fan blown heater. Something else nobody's mentioned. They probably thought that I'd left it like that. But under here, I remember showing you up under the car, and right by the on the slave cylinder, there's a ring spanner, 7/16 ring spanner, which appears someone's bled the clutch. But that's not my spanner. So we scored tools. Yay. Yep, I'll just get this up so that it's got a fair bit of weight on it. And we'll poke that shock absorber in. That spring will never come out of there then. Not on its own. Now here's a tip for you. When you're doing up things like this, or you have a rubber captured by washers like that, you'll find them down here as well. Here's the sway bars, all sorts of things. You just do this up tight enough that you squish the rubber out no further than the diameter of the washer. I'll just keep going a little bit more. Get it to where we're close to the diameter. Pretty close there. Maybe a couple more turns. And we can put our lock washer on, a lock nut on, sorry. And we'll lock that up nice and tight. And then we'll put, now we're just going to put these ones on the bottom here. Those guys, put them in, and I can take the jack away. Get our ball joint, whack that in. So I've got my socket, fits on there pretty good. That's just come out the freezer. I'll pop that in here. We'll jack it up. I'm going to need many hands. Oh, I'm going to need at least 2 of them. The camera can't watch. So once I've got that in, essentially what I'm going to do is push it up in the hole, get some load on it with the spring, and just pound down on here with a hammer. It should go right in. And a couple more of these. And we should be good. Okay, we'll just jack this up now, put the stub axle on, start assembling the brakes. Yeah, it's starting to look a little like a front end of a car again. And there we go with the brake shoes on. Now just need to put the hub on, drum on, and move over the other side. It's like the car again now. Yeah. Not over tighten this, like I mentioned before. All this is on. I've just got to adjust the brake once we get the wheel and stuff on it. Still have to attach the hose to the pipe yet, but it's no big. But yeah, a few hours repeated to do the other side. Have a good one. We'll check you later. Oh, somebody asked about the Festi. At the minute I'm partially way through putting another interior in it with a way nicer seat. This is a nice seater. Once I've got that sorted, I've got the front brake sorted and the front end on this one, we're going to have a look at the engine. Have a good one. We'll check you later. Cheers.